In today's shop episode, we're finally going to get to the bottom of whether or not you can remove oil stains by only using Coca-Cola. Guys, you do not want to miss this one. Okay, guys, so back here in my shop, where my shop is, I actually have this concrete pad. And back in the day, let me show you. You guys see all the way in the far end there a fence. Now that fence is 7 years old, but back in the day before I had that fence, I used to park my truck right here, and I'm going to show you these oil stains. So we have, you see a massive oil stain there. Now this one right here, right in the center of your screen, that's the oldest one. That one right there is 8, maybe 9 years old. I don't know. This one is less than a year. And this right here, I wanted to show you guys. This is actually a bottle of, what is that thing called? Transmission fluid that I spilled here a couple weeks ago. I want to say 4 or 5 weeks ago. So you guys see the 3 different stains there. And what we're going to do is, we're going to do some myth busting. One of the things that I get a lot on my channel, actually about 12 of you guys have sent me comments about this, that one of the best ways to remove oil stains from concrete or driveway is by using the Coca-Cola method. That's what we're going to do right here. I think it's going to do a pretty good job. Guys, I've never done this before, so your guess is as good as mine. Like, I'm finding this out just like you guys here in real time. So we're going to know at the end here what the result is. But, you know, my guess is it's going to do a pretty good job with that one. It's going to do an okay job with this one. But this one right here, I mean, this guy right here, 7, 8 years old, guys. 7, 8 years old. I don't think so. And, you know, as professionals, we use, you know, professional solutions, chemicals, to be able to get rid of really tough oil stains. So, but anyway, let me go ahead and switch over to the tripod, and we're going to do some voiceover explaining what it is that we're doing here. So I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, guys, super excited about this one. You know, you guys send me such great ideas, some home remedies, hacks, and this is one of them. And, you know, I want to say this is the top one that's been on my bucket list for a while to do for you guys. Whenever you guys, you know, have suggestions, make sure you reach out to me, email me, because eventually I do end up putting them in some of my videos. So, but anyway, the first thing you want to do whenever you're doing these types of projects at home or even on a job is you want to clean it up with a blower. We use the Stihl BG86. That's what we recommend. So clean that up real good. So now that that's clean, we're going to apply our Coke here. And by the way, this is not Diet Coke. This is just, literally, what's it called? 2 gallon? No, not that. That's not 2 gallon. 2 ounce. I want to say whatever that, Coke bottle size is that I got at the grocery store. And, you see on there, pour it on there. I bought 4 and I ended up having, 1 extra one. And then you're going to see here in a minute here. The other thing that I ended up doing is, because I get this comment so frequently from you guys, I decided to do this. But on 2 of the comments, you guys suggested that it works better with, what is that thing called? Some baking soda. So we're going to put that as well, creating a nice little paste almost. And then, we're going to scrub it in. That's the idea here. We're going to scrub that in. And the scrubber that I'm using here, the scrub brush, nothing special about it, guys. It was $1.99 at Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever I got it. Nothing super special. It's not like, you know, some kind of thick bristle or anything. It's just a normal brush. And again, all we're doing is we're just using it to agitate it a little bit. And then we're going to let this sit. As you guys well know, it's called the dwell time when we let a chemical sit in order to create that reaction, right? We can also call it let's say, we'll say it's marinating. So we're going to let that solution that we just made with the Coke and the baking soda marinate for 15, 20 minutes. And then, so the idea here is we're going to actually do 2 applications. You guys saw here, this is the very first application. And we're going to pressure wash off and then do a second application. And, you know, this is one of those things, guys, that if you're listening to me and you're not obviously I'm a professional in the pressure washing industry, and no matter what the situation, we wouldn't use Coke anyway because we have our own products, our own solutions for this type of service. But, for you guys that are homeowners that are listening to me or listening to this video, this might be a nice little hack. I don't know the result of it. I just go on by what people have said on the internet. So that's why we're doing this Coca-Cola challenge. But here at the very end of this video, guys, by the way, I am going to post for you guys the product that we do use as professionals. So make sure you stay tuned in all the way to the very end so you can learn the actual degreaser, it's called, that we use as professional. And also, any pressure washer here will do. Of course, we have commercial grade pressure washers, but it doesn't make a difference, that much when you're removing oil stain. Really, what you need is a chemical reaction to break down that oil and the grease. The one that I'm hitting right there, like I said, comes from a chainsaw. We had a tree that fell down a couple months ago, and we left the chainsaw there, and the oil from it spilled on there. So, and then over here, the one that you see me doing right now on the screen, that's the transmission fluid. But yeah, the bottom line, guys, is, they always say, what's that saying? There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's multiple ways to get rid of oil stain. Like, if you're a professional out there, you have a hot water unit. That's probably one of the better ways to do it. And then there's multiple chemicals, solutions and that you can use for oil stains, including, guys, there's a couple in Home Depot that I've been meaning to try. But anyway, if you guys like this sort of video, let me know. Please let me know in the comment section, because I will try different products out to see which ones, at least the Home Depot brands, which ones they work. Now, you saw me there. I washed it, and now I'm doing the second application of the Coca-Cola. We're going to let that sit. Remember, the marination time, or quote unquote, the dwell time that I'm giving this thing is 15 minutes in between washes. I'm only doing 2 here because, honestly, guys, if this were, like, let's say, hypothetically, a real job that I'm doing out in the field, I am going to, use the professional commercial grade stuff, and I'm not doing more than that. So that's why I'm doing it this way. I would only be doing about 2, maximum 3 applications, because when you're using a professional grade chemical, that has certain levels of acids in it. It breaks the stuff down pretty quickly, like 5-6 minutes. So, but yeah, I'm very interested in these types of videos, guys. It's a little bit different from what we do. Of course, like I was saying, as a professional, this is not a route that I would go, because we like the result to be, almost instant, and we want it to look professional as we do it as well. But there you have it. That's the second one. It's just rinsing it off completely. And again, guys, if you think you're going to be able to remove oil stain from your driveway or from your patio just by pressure, it's not going to work. You definitely need a solution of some kind to be able to really get, in all the nooks and crannies there. And then agitating also helps a lot. That's why we do that. But man, and then also the other thing I was going to say is, man, guys, if you have more of these types of suggestions, it creates great content, because, this is not something I would ever have thought about doing on my own, because again, we have the things that, we use specific to our industry, but because of you guys, I've stumbled upon this, and, it's a great opportunity to create some content. So there might be other videos like this that you guys, that you guys may want to see, like home remedies or hacks or things that you guys have tried out there in the field that you would like for me to try. So let me know in the comment section. Okay, guys, you just saw there, I did 2 rounds, and then there was, 15-minute intervals, basically your dwell time. And from what I'm seeing here, guys, this is what I think. Now, it's wet, so we won't be able to tell 100% until it's, until it's dry. But you guys remember, this was the oil stain. And I mean, you can still see the shadow of the oil stain there. I don't know if it really got rid of it or not. Now here, you remember this was the really bad one that was 8 years old. I mean, guys, I think, man, I don't know that it even took 10% of it off. And then this one right here, I feel like is the best result. This, remember, is the, what is this thing? The transmission fluid. Now, this transmission fluid didn't come out hot, by the way. It was just a bottle that I accidentally knocked over, and it sat there for like 5-6 weeks. This is hot engine oil that came out of here, and this was oil from my chainsaw. So we're going to have to see. So this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm not ready to call it yet and say yay or nay on the Coca-Cola challenge. What I'm going to do for you guys is we're going to wait a day or two, let this dry out, and let's look at it when it's dry before we make the final decision. So what I'll do is I'll catch you guys on that side. 24 hours later. Okay, guys, here we go for the moment of truth. The concrete is very dry. It's not bone dry. It's been about 26 hours since I did it, and it's been sunny all day, but you see the results there for yourself. Remember, this one here is your transmission fluid, and this one, I mean, guys, I mean, I don't even know if I see a 10% improvement. As a matter of fact, I'll put up the before and after pictures here. You guys will be able to see all of the pictures. I mean, I still see oil in pretty much all of them. I can still see the oil, so I don't think it did all of that much. So, I mean, definitely, I don't think it's something that is super viable. And then I'll put up here for you guys as well, the one that we do use in this industry. It's called Dynamite Degreaser. I get it on, there's other places where you can get it, but I get mine on Amazon. So you could just look it up there. You go on Amazon and put in Dynamite Degreaser, and you're going to find probably a bunch of vendors. So, but anyway, guys, definitely, I mean, as a professional, I don't recommend it. I don't think the results were that great. You remember we also put in baking soda as well, made a nice little paste. I mean, the only thing I can think that maybe would make it a little bit better is if we let it dwell or sit for 24 hours. But as a professional, I would never do that. And then even as like a hairy homeowner doing this as a hack, I mean, I just don't see the result is not there. Whereas if you buy the professional stuff, and by the way, if you do get that professional degreaser, the procedure is going to be the same. You're going to apply it, then you're going to agitate it a little bit, let that sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. You might need to do 2 applications. But guys, the result here would be way different. But I'm definitely calling this myth at least a bust. Did not work like I thought it would. So many of you guys swore by it, but I just don't see it, guys. The results not there. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, this episode, and make sure you watch the next one as well. Guys, in the next episode, I'm going to show you guys how to properly and safely wash a roof. We're going to be soft washing a roof together. Can't wait to show you that. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.